What is happening in the world of politics and culture? We're diving deep into the biggest stories shaking things up right now. From moving tributes to influential figures to surprising insights into political movements, get ready for a rapid-fire rundown that you won't want to miss. Stick around, because this is GlowLine. First up, we're heading to Dublin, Ohio, where a community is coming together to honor the life of Charlie Kirk. This wasn't just any gathering. It was a powerful vigil filled with lawmakers, supporters, and loved ones, all grappling with the profound impact of his passing and championing the vital importance of free speech in the face of tragedy. Then, the focus shifts to the national stage as congressional leaders and Trump administration officials gather to remember Charlie Kirk. This high-profile event highlights the significant impact Kirk had, drawing together prominent figures from across the political spectrum to reflect on his legacy and the complex security challenges surrounding such gatherings. And we'll explore the unique phenomenon of Charlie Kirk's influence, particularly how he connected with and reshaped the political landscape. For Gen Z, will break down the strategies behind his success, his role as a cultural influencer, and what his legacy means for the future of conservative movements. You won't want to miss this deep dive. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a single update. A community mourns a fallen voice. Charlie Kirk's life honored in Dublin, Ohio. In the wake of a shocking and violent attack, over 1,000 people gathered at Kaufman Park Amphitheater in Dublin, Ohio, for a vigil to honor the life of Charlie Kirk. This somber occasion brought together not only the local community, but also state lawmakers and leaders, united in grief and in their commitment to defending free speech. Mourners lit candles, offered prayers, and shared memories, reflecting on Kirk's significant influence that extended far beyond Dublin's city limits. Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost remembered Kirk as an admirable man and a man of courage. Many attendees expressed deep personal loss. Diane Niehaus from Columbus shared, "I sobbed when I heard about this. I think it's the most emotional thing I've gone through since 9/11. Edward Broadnax questioned the circumstances of his death, stating, "Unbelievable that he got killed just over words. I mean, who does that?" Senator John Husted recounted the difficulty of explaining the tragedy to his 15-year-old daughter, highlighting the profound impact on families. Throughout the vigil, speakers emphasized the critical importance of protecting free speech and rejecting violence. Vivek Ramaswamy declared, "Words are not violence. Violence is violence. Violence is never an acceptable response to words, not in the United States of America, not in a free democracy or a constitutional republic." Husted echoed this, stating, "He was for free speech. Come discuss it with me, let's have it out, let's talk about it." Because when you stop talking, that's when hate develops. Kirk leaves behind his wife and 2 young children, and the profound loss was palpable for many. The public reaction has been one of shock and a renewed call to protect open discourse. The vigil served as a powerful reminder of the personal cost of violence and the enduring strength of community in the face of tragedy. But the story of Charlie Kirk's impact goes far beyond this heartbreaking vigil. Next, we'll explore the massive security challenges and national attention surrounding his funeral, and then delve into what made him such a powerful force, especially with Gen Z. A nation remembers. Congressional leaders and Trump officials gather for Charlie Kirk. The passing of conservative activist Charlie Kirk has resonated across the political spectrum, prompting a significant gathering of congressional leaders and Trump administration officials to honor his life. This high-profile memorial underscores Kirk's considerable influence within conservative circles and his role as a key figure in contemporary political discourse. The convergence of national figures at events commemorating Kirk's life brings into sharp focus the intense security measures required for such occasions. The Secret Service, already facing considerable demands, is tasked with ensuring the safety of high-profile attendees at events like the upcoming funeral, which is expected to draw thousands. This situation highlights the delicate balance between public engagement and personal security for political figures in an era of heightened threats. Analysts and former agents have noted the immense pressure on law enforcement, particularly the Secret Service, to manage events of this magnitude. The potential for disruption or threats at a venue like State Farm Stadium, with a capacity of over 63,000, requires meticulous planning. The White House's subsequent request for additional security funding reflects the broader concerns about political violence and the need to protect public officials and influencers. The public conversation is dominated by discussions on political polarization, the security of public figures, and the impact of violence on free speech. Many are grappling with the implications for future political gatherings and the safety of those involved in public life. While the national security implications are vast, there's also a fascinating story behind Kirk's unique connection with a new generation of voters. Up next, we're dissecting how Charlie Kirk became a lifestyle and a cultural identity for Gen Z. Security on high alert. Charlie Kirk's funeral poses major test for Secret Service. As the nation prepares to mourn conservative activist Charlie Kirk, his funeral service at the massive State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, is presenting an unprecedented security challenge, particularly for the U.S. Secret Service. With President Donald Trump, high-level administration officials, and top political influencers expected to attend, the event demands a comprehensive and robust security plan. The scale of the gathering, with a stadium capacity exceeding 63,000 and public registration open, necessitates extreme vigilance. Law enforcement, including the Secret Service, is scrambling to implement mitigation protocols against potential threats such as vehicle ramming attacks and biological hazards. This includes deploying counter-snipers and ensuring the protection of numerous high-profile individuals, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio. The urgency is amplified by the fact that the memorial is being organized rapidly, putting immense pressure on security agencies. This situation has prompted the White House to request an additional $58 million in security funding for the executive and judicial branches, signaling the heightened security concerns following Kirk's assassination. Experts like former Secret Service Agent Jonathan Wackrow emphasize that the event will push the Secret Service to its limits, requiring an all-hands-on-deck approach across multiple operational levels. The agency must balance resources, potentially scaling back readiness in one area to secure another, and be wary of potential security gaps that could be exploited by foreign entities. The assassination of Charlie Kirk, along with other recent incidents, has created a climate of fear and caution within political circles, leading some campaigns to cancel events. Political figures and their protectors are now in a difficult position, weighing the need to connect with constituents against the escalating risks of practicing politics in a volatile environment. The normalization of targeted killings due to grievance is a deeply concerning trend highlighted by these events. But beyond the security concerns and national mourning, there's a compelling narrative about Charlie Kirk's unique appeal and his impact on a generation. Coming up, we uncover the secrets behind his connection with Gen Z and his transformation into a cultural influencer. More than an activist, Charlie Kirk's rise as a Gen Z cultural icon. Charlie Kirk, the conservative activist tragically killed last week, was far more than just a political figure. He became a significant cultural force, particularly resonating with Generation Z. His journey from an 18-year-old with a vision to a close associate of top Republican figures, and founder of Turning Point USA, boasting over 800 college chapters and millions of followers, is a testament to his unique communication skills and strategic approach. Kirk's success lay in his ability to connect with young conservatives by embracing controversial stances and cultivating outrage, making it acceptable to express conservative views on college campuses. He mastered the art of creating shareable, viral content, which fueled the growth of his organization and fostered a sense of community among his followers. This transformed political activism into a lifestyle and a social identity for many, fundamentally shifting the cultural landscape on campuses. He astutely recognized the highly impressionable nature of Gen Z and the growing trend of parasocial relationships with influencers. Unlike previous generations shaped by a monoculture, Gen Z consumes information and forms opinions through podcasters and online personalities. Kirk tapped into this by presenting himself not just as a politician, but as an influencer discussing faith, health, and wellness, creating a more intimate connection that transcended traditional political engagement. His ability to create a cinematic universe within the conservative movement, linking numerous stars and content, made Turning Point USA and Charlie Kirk a pervasive cultural presence. While Kirk was known for controversial and sometimes offensive statements, these did not disqualify him for his audience. Instead, his broad reach and the interconnected universe he built made him a significant, albeit polarizing, celebrity and influencer, representing various facets of his followers' lives. His legacy is that of a political activist who successfully became a cultural phenomenon. From vigils to national security, the impact of Charlie Kirk's life and death is undeniable. But what's next in the fast-paced world of politics and culture? Stay tuned for our outro recap and what's coming up on GlowLine. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw a heartfelt vigil in Dublin, Ohio, honoring Charlie Kirk's life and championing free speech. Then, we looked at the national security implications as leaders gathered to remember him. We also explored the incredible rise of Charlie Kirk as a Gen Z cultural influencer. Don't miss any of the breaking news and deep dives. Make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell turned on. Like this video if you found it informative, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Follow us on all social platforms for more exclusive content. We'll see you next time on GlowLine.